Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, all of you. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Yes. Yes, good evening, my dear students. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ Cbse ಮತ್ತು Icse ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಇಂದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಏಕಾಗ್ರಚಿತ್ತದಿಂದ ಶಾಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಕಲಿತ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯುವ ಬುದ್ಧಿಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಕುಲದೇವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. ಟೇಕ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್ಸ್. Yes, good evening, my dear students. Is the board visible to you? Yes. Let us start the very important chapter today. We are going to learn application of trigonometry. We studied so far trigonometric ratios, their identities. Even few of you wrote the test also. Many of you couldn't respond to the test. Only 5 to 6 members only attended the test. Don't miss it. See, what is important is this particular live stream of Logzi started to train you for the exam, to get good number of marks in the exam. If you don't attend the test, there is no meaning in simply hearing the classes. Objective test will be there, subjective test will be there. You go on writing. Then in Vedium's app, the quiz based test will be there. More the test you write, more will be your performance. Therefore, take tests and exams seriously and upload. Many of you are written, just 5 to 6 of you attended the test, and I expect all of you to take these particular course. It is a course. Throughout year it will run till you go to examination hall. Throughout year it will run like your school. It is a course, okay, to support you, to prepare you thoroughly and perfectly for the annual exam. The Logzi live stream classes are started. It is a course. I am not a YouTuber. You are not subscribers. I am a teacher. You are students, right? And just to support you to prepare for the exam. This is one of the common chapter for all state Cbse and Icse students, right? And application of trigonometry, where we can use trigonometry in a day-to-day life. So generally, suppose that you are sitting in a park or before the any tower. Suppose that there is a tree. Imagine there is a tree here, right? There is a tree here. You are sitting on the ground. Suppose that you want to measure the height of this tree without climbing it or taking a thread, right? You can measure the height of it without touching it, sitting on the ground here. Here is the observer, right? to measure the height of this particular tree without climbing it or without taking a thread and measuring it. You can measure it by using the trigonometry. That is one of the measure of the heights. Height can be determined by using trigonometry. Trigonometry is widely used in measuring the height. Right? Suppose that you are sitting on the lighthouse near the ocean. Suppose that this is the ocean water. Okay. Suppose that there are two ships here, or boats are here in a water body. Okay, boats are here, and you are sitting on the lighthouse. You are sitting here. And suppose that you want to measure the distance between the two boats. This is boat 1, this is boat 2. Suppose that you want to measure the distance between these two boats. Right? You can do it without jumping into the water and measuring the distance. Means distance between the two places can be obtained by using the trigonometry identities. Right? So that is what you are learning in this particular chapter called as trigonometry. There is no much theory in this, only it is application. And what is important is you need some geometrical concepts. You are not using much trigonometry, and your analysis, your method of reading the question, drawing the diagram, that skill will be there, and that I will go on teaching. In this, there are only two concepts are there, basic concepts are there. One basic concept is, whenever object is above the observer, you are the observer sitting on the ground here is a tree, right? And this particular, if the object is this, you want to measure the height of this tower, means you are sitting at here, you are seeing here. This particular line in which you are seeing the upper part of the tree is called as line of sight. What it is called as? Line of sight. Line of sight. Right? And this particular line is called as horizontal line. Means the line parallel to our eyes. The line which is parallel to our eyes is called as line of sight. This is called as horizontal line. Horizontal line. Horizontal line. This horizontal line will be parallel to our eyes. Suppose that you are the observer here, sitting here, you are sitting here, and the line parallel to your eyes is called as horizontal line. In both the cases, observe. What is the horizontal line? Horizontal line is a line parallel to our eyes. Parallel to our eyes is called as horizontal line. If the object is above the observer, the angle made by the line of sight and the horizontal line, this angle is called as angle of elevation. What it is called as? Angle of elevation. Only two concepts in this chapter, my dear students. Remaining things are analysis and application. When the object is above the observer, right, the angle between the horizontal line and the line of sight, when the object is above the observer, is called as angle of elevation. Now, observer is, you are the observer. Where the observer is sitting? Observer is sitting on the lighthouse. You are the observer sitting on the lighthouse, and boat is here below. Right? When the object is below the observer, boat 1 and boat 2 are below the observer. The angle between the horizontal line and this is called as line of sight. Line of sight means the angle with which you see it. Your line, suppose that this is your eyes, and the line in which you are seeing the boat 2, the line in which you are seeing the boat 1. This angle between horizontal line and the line of the sight, when the object is below the observer, is called as angle of depression. It is called as angle of depression. Only two concepts in it. One is called as angle of elevation, another one is called as angle of depression. How to define them? You can simply define if you are asked one mark question, right? The angle between horizontal line between horizontal line, the angle between horizontal line and line of sight and line of sight and line of sight when the object is above the observer, when the object is above the observer, are you getting me? Above the observer is called note down, angle of elevation. Keep your notebook and pen open. I will start solving problems now. There is no much theory in the chapter. Okay. Angle of elevation, only two concepts. One is angle of elevation and another one is angle of depression. And angle of depression can be defined as the angle between horizontal line, the angle between horizontal line and line of sight and the line of sight. Line of sight means the angle, that particular line through which you are seeing the object is called as the line of sight, right? Line of sight is called when the object is below the observer. Very important point is when the object is, write down the definition of it, keep your notebook open. When the object is below the observer, is called angle of depression. I hope you got it. That's all. The theory part is completed. Theory part is only this much, my dear students. One is angle of elevation, when the object is above the observer, the line of sight and the horizontal line, some angle will be made. This angle is called as angle of elevation. Andre object ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, horizontal line. And when the object is below the observer, the angle between the angle, suppose this is alpha, the angle between the horizontal line and the boat 2 is alpha. Say the angle between the horizontal line and the boat 1 is beta. If you say the alpha is called as angle of depression of the boat 2 and beta is called as total, this angle is called as angle of depression of the boat 1. This horizontal line and the line of sight when the object is below the observer is called as angle of depression. And this particular two concepts are used to solve the problems. Directly we will start the level 1 questions. I will solve a different variety of questions and along with your textbook questions of state, Cbse, Icse. I will cover all of them. Okay. And you try to solve as many problems as possible on application. Definitely 4-mark question appears for state and Cbse, right? And you must learn the skill of solving the problem. I will teach you the skill of it. But the first step, how to read the question, how to draw the diagram is very important skill. Therefore, you need a practice. I will start with the level 1 questions. Level 1 questions means which you can very comfortably solve. Then I will move on to the level 2 questions. Take a problem here, open your notebook and start writing the problem. Namaste, namaste, Pratham Kulkarni. Namaste all of you. Yes, it is quite visible. Very good, very good. Thank you, Sanvi. Okay, level 1 questions. Take a problem. A tower is 100√3. A tower is 100√3 meters high. Note down the question. A tower is 100√3 meters high. Note down the question. Try to solve the problem. Level 1 questions. I will solve all level questions, so don't worry. Find the angle of elevation if it's a top from a point 100 meters away from its foot. Find the angle of elevation. Find the angle of elevation. Find the angle of elevation. You are asked to find out angle of elevation. Elevation. If it's a top from a point 100 meters away from its foot. 100 meter away from its foot. If the distance, you can say like this more simply, if the distance of the foot of the tower from the observer is 100 meters. Look at the problem. Very simple question, may appear for 1 mark or 2 mark. Very easy question. A tower is 100 meter high. A tower is 100 meter high. See, you have to draw a tower. What is the height of the tower? Height of the tower is 100 meter high. And here is the observer. Observer is here. Here is the observer sitting. You are the observer. This is the height of the tower. And this is the foot of the tower. Let us call AB. B the tower, O be the observer. And this is angle of elevation. You are asked to find out angle of elevation. Join OB. Call it as theta. Let us call it as theta. Right? So whenever you write here, whatever diagram you write, this is like geometry. Let, you have to start writing, let AB is equal to, what is the height of the tower given to you? 100 root 3. What is the distance of the observer from the foot of the tower is? 100 meter. Observe, you are asked what? 3. Let AB is equal to 100 root 3. 100 root 3 B 100 root 3 meters. 100 root 3 meters. 100 root 3 meters be the tower. Be the tower. I hope you got it. Be the tower. Okay. Let O be the observer. Let O be the observer. O be the observer. Given that, what you are given here? Given that, you have to write like this. OB is equal to 100 meter. Drawing neat diagram and writing whatever you are written in the diagram is very, very important in this one. Let angle of elevation AOB. Let, what is angle of elevation here? AOB. From the horizontal, object is above. Let angle of elevation, we don't know, this is asked. Elevation be theta. Okay. Now that's all. Now you can use a suitable trigonometric ratio. Now the important thing is that whenever you solve, now first step is diagram and writing whatever your considerations in the diagram, you have to write it. This is the first step, mandatory in solving the problems of heights and distances. And now which particular trigonometric ratio is suitable to get it, because here if it is theta, this is opposite side, AB is opposite side and OB is adjacent side. Which trigonometric ratio connects opposite to adjacent? Is it not opposite? This is opposite to theta. So this is adjacent, right? Which particular trigonometric ratio connects opposite and adjacent? Either tan or cot. What is tan theta? Opposite upon adjacent. What is cos theta? Adjacent upon opposite. You can take a tan theta, right? In a right angle triangle, continue here. In a right angled triangle, it is already a right angle triangle. OAB, in right angle triangle, OAB, tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent is AB upon OB. Problem is very simple, my dear students. AB upon OB, you learn to draw the diagram, relevant diagram, write considerations, then use a trigonometry. Trigonometry is very less trigonometry you are using, more analysis you have to do here. What is AB length? AB length is 100 root 3 divided by, what is adjacent is 100. Observe 100 cancels. You are getting tan theta is equal to root 3. See the application. For what angle of the tan you get root 3? You know that the tan root 3 is a tan 60 degree. So therefore theta is equal to 60 degree. If you eliminate a tan and tan, you will get theta is equal to 60 degree. Therefore angle of elevation is 60 degree. I hope you understood, my dear students. It is a level 1 question. First question. Diagram. Yes. Diagram is not visible. What is the problem, Sanvi? You want to explain diagram again? Anybody has doubts? You can ask me. Is the diagram visible to you? Can't you see this diagram? What is your question? I couldn't get, Sanvi. Yes, let me repeat quickly. A tower is 100 root 3 meter high. Find the angle of elevation if the distance of a foot of the tower from the observer is 100 meter. Let us take observer, AB be the tower. Observe, this is the tower. This is the tower. AB be the tower. This is the tower. O is the observer. This particular height of the tower is given already as 100 root 3 meter. And observer is here, right? From the foot of the tower, distance between observer and the foot of the tower is given as 100 meter. Now join AB, join OB, OA, right? AB is equal to 100 root 3 meter, be the tower. Let O be the observer. Given OB is equal to 100 meter, OB is equal to 100 meter, join OA. You can include join OA, right? Given OB is equal to what? OB is equal to what? 100 meter. Join OA. Let angle of elevation be theta. We are asked. What we are asked to find out here? We are asked to find out theta. Theta. After drawing the diagram, our aim is to get theta what? Theta. Therefore, here in this particular right angle triangle, is it not a right angle triangle? Observe, this is the right angle triangle. Generally, towers will be perpendicular to the ground. That is tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Okay. Manjunath Dhoni, yes. I am seeing yes, yes. Tell me, what is your question? Manjunath. Okay, is that doubt clear to you? Now you have to use the right angle triangle tan theta. You have to select tan theta. Why tan theta? Because here given values are opposite. This theta opposite adjacent. Which particular trigonometric ratio you have to guess it. It is tan theta. Given by AB is opposite upon adjacent is OB. AB is 100 root 3 and OB is 100. 100 cancels. Tan theta is equal to root 3. That is tan 60. Therefore, you are getting theta is equal to 60 degree. Okay. Let us take the next problem. Take the next problem. First few problems you may feel difficult. Later you will go on feeling more comfortable. Take this problem. Next problem, second problem. We'll study second problem. Take the question first. Then we'll analyze it. Draw the diagram. Just it is a short answer questions, level 1 questions. They will be very easy. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower. Note down the question number 2. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower. Elevation. The angle of elevation. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower, which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower, 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is a 30 degree. This time angle of elevation is given. Is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower. Find the height of the tower. Okay. Again, you can draw. You can retain the same diagram, similar diagram. I will just make some changes here. Draw the diagram first. I will rub the remaining things. This time, considerations. Okay, draw the tower. Again, same thing. This time, you are given with what you are given with, you observe. Read the question correctly and draw the diagram. Okay, see here. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower. Let us again take, let AB be the tower of height h. Let O be the observer. Read the question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. B is the foot of the tower. Observe. B is the foot of the tower. O is the observer. This distance is given as 30 meters, which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. This time angle of elevation is given. We don't know the height. What is asked here? You are asked, right? You have to start solution like this. Have this habit of writing consideration diagram. For every step there will be marks. In board as well as in state as well as Cbse, Icse. See, let AB is equal to h meter be the tower. Have this habit of writing, solving problems. Let AB is equal to h meter be the tower. Let O be the observer. O be the position of observer. Position of observer. You have to write consideration. It is called as consideration. In the diagram, what you are writing, you have to write directly. Don't solve like primary students. You have to tell which one is height here, what is tower here, where the observer is, what is given, what is asked. Position of observer. Position of observer. O be the position of observer. Given that OB is equal to 30 meter and angle AOB, angle of elevation is given. Angle AOB, angle of elevation is given as what? 30 degree. What you are asked to find out, you write everything clearly, then you can understand 50% problem is solved. Asked is H. If you write a relevant diagram, almost 90% of heights and distance problems will be solved by this analysis. Now remaining thing is trigonometry. Now trigonometry comes into action after drawing the diagram and writing the analysis. The problem will be almost 80 to 90% solved. Remaining thing is in right angle triangle. In a right angled triangle OAB, which particular ratio again? You have got opposite to you want here, height you don't know, right? This is opposite, this is adjacent. The trigonometric ratio connecting opposite upon adjacent is the best ratio is tan 30 degree. In right angle triangle OAB, tan 30 degree is equal to, what is opposite is AB divided by OB. Write the values. And what is AB length? AB length we assumed it as H. And OB length is 30 meter. 30. We'll write 30. What is tan 30 value? Tan 30 value is, right? Tan 30 value is 1 by root 3. I will write here. Tan 30 value is 1 by root 3 is equal to 1 by root 3 is equal to H upon 30. I hope you got it. Now, I want H here, take 30 to the left, you get H is equal to, if you this 30 comes here, you will get 30 upon root 3. You studied in the 9th standard, rationalize the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, rationalization factor is multiply by root 3 and divide by root 3. You will get H is equal to, generally if irrational number comes in the denominator, multiply and divide by root 3 to rationalize it. And you will get in the numerator 30 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is root 3 square, which is 3. 3 ones are, 3 tens are. The answer of height of the tower will be 10 root 3 meter is the answer. Check. How many of you got it? Show thumbs up before I solved it. Easy question. Easy question. Okay. Level 1 questions. Any doubts in this? Is that clear? Okay. Take the next problem. Next problem. Application of angle of elevation and angle of depression you can take. Okay. Take the next one. Let me rub this everything so that it will help me to draw the diagrams, relevant diagrams. Right? Take the next question. The question is, third question. Present in the NCERT text, a tree breaks due to storm. A tree breaks. A tree breaks. A tree breaks due to storm. A tree breaks due to storm. A tree breaks due to storm. And the broken part bends. And the broken part bends so that NCERT text question, broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground. The top of the tree touches the ground. The top of the tree touches the ground. The top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree in it. Making an angle, note down the question, making an angle 30 degree, making an angle 30 degree with it, 30 degree with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point, the distance between, the distance between, the distance between foot of the tree, foot of the tree, foot of the tree, the distance between foot of the tree, sorry, the distance between foot of the tree to the point, to the point, to the point where it meets the, where the top touches the ground is 8 meter, where the top, where the top touches the ground, touches the ground, where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. Study the question. Find the height of the tree. Another first level question. Find the height of the tree. Find the height of the tree. Height of the tree. Height of the tree. Is the question asked. Think, read the question correctly. What is given and what is asked. A tree breaks due to, a tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making angle 30 degree with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. Find the height of the tree. Let us draw the tree now. Right? You don't draw diagrams, you can write the straight lines. Let us take, this is the ground on which the tree stands. Okay. So this is the tree. Let me take the tree here. This is the tree. Observe carefully. Let us call this AB is equal to H meter. H meter be the tree. Look at the diagram. H meter be the tree. Next, due to storm and a tree breaks due to storm and broken part bends so that, suppose we assume that it breaks at a height of x meter, at a height of x meter it breaks. Observe, at a height of x meter if it breaks, this broken part, what is the length of this broken part will be, total height is h, say at a point C. At a point C, let us assume that it breaks at a point C. And now this particular CA part comes to the ground and meets the ground here. Do you agree with me? C comes here now. Because this part is broken and due to the storm, and what this part AC will be, total height will be what? AB. If you subtract this CB from it, what do you get? AC. Therefore, can I write this AC as H minus X? Therefore, this AC will be equal to H minus X meter. Right? This particular, this is the C, sorry, this point becomes what? This point, this A comes here now. Because the CA is broken part, it will fall, reach the ground, and this particular distance is given as 8 meter. It will reach the ground at 8 meters. Try to understand. A tree breaks. Try to understand the diagram carefully. A tree breaks due to storm. Say it breaks. Let AB is equal to H meter be the tree. Due to storm, let us assume that let it break at a point C, so that BC is equal to X meter. Right? And this particular A breaks and falls on the ground, let it meet the ground at A. And given that this foot, next you read, so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making angle 30 degree, touches the ground, making angle 30 degree with it, with the ground. What is the angle it is making? It is making an angle what? 30 degree. It is making an angle 30 degree with the ground. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches, the distance between the foot of the, distance between the foot of the tree. Where is the foot of the tree here? Here is the foot of the tree. You understand? And between foot of the tree to the point where the top touches, this is the foot of the tree, and the point where it touches the ground is A, is 8 meter. I hope you are getting me. Find the height of the tower is asked. I hope you understood the diagram, and this drawing diagram is the 50% problem is solved now. And whatever you have done here, don't directly use trigonometric ratios. No. What this length CA becomes now? CA becomes equal to, this CA becomes equal to what now? This CA becomes equal to H minus X. This is X minus X meter. You can observe. Okay. This is 90 degree. H minus X. Right. Now you start writing. Let AB is equal to, let us start considerations, very, very important. Let AB is equal to H meter, B the height of the tree, B the height of the tree, H meter, B the height of the tree. Observe, height of the tree. Due to storm, let, this is called as consideration, very important, my dear students. While solving application of trigonometry, this is mandatory. Whatever construction you have made in the diagram, like you write data in geometry, you have to write AB is equal to H meter, B the height of the tree. Due to storm, let the tree break at a point C. The tree break at a point C. At a point C. Are you understanding? C. Such that BC is equal to X meter. Such that BC is equal to how many meters? X meter. Now AC becomes equal to what? AC becomes equal to what? AB minus BC. Now AC is equal to, is it not AB minus CB? AB minus CB. What is AB is? AB is H minus CB is X meter is AC. X meter is AC. I hope you are getting me. Right? Now on falling to the ground, it reaches the point, and falling to the ground, on falling to the ground, it reaches the point A on the ground, reaches A on the ground. It reaches the point A on the ground. What is given? Given that BA is equal to what? You are given with BA is equal to how much? BA is equal to 8 meters. BA is equal to 8 meters. What you are asked? What you are asked now? You are asked to find out. You are asked to find out H. I hope you got it. H is to be obtained. Right? Now, I will rub this question now. Now you are left with the trigonometry part. Now almost 80% of the problem is solved once you make the right angle triangle. Now your job is to use proper trigonometric ratios and get it. Okay, here it is 30 degree, right? Now see here, all the three sides are given here. Okay, now this is 30 degree. In right angle triangle ABC, my plan is, first of all, you take a tan 30 degree. And this x becomes what? This x becomes opposite. And this becomes adjacent. And this will be obviously hypotenuse. Right? First of all, I say you to get x, you can use a tan 30, opposite upon adjacent. In right angle triangle ABC, in a right angle triangle ABC, in right angle triangle ABC, what is tan 30 is equal to? Tan 30 degree is equal to, you can get opposite upon adjacent. What is opposite is CB upon adjacent is BA. Now substitute the value of tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. That is equal to, what is CB length? CB length is x divided by, what is BA length? BA length is 8. Now you can cross multiply, take 8 to the left, you will get 8 by root 3 becomes equal to x. Let me write x here. Again, rationalize the denominator, you will get root 3 upon root 3, multiply and divide by root 3. You will get 8 root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3 becomes 3. Thus we got x is equal to 8 root 3 upon 3 meters. Right? Now what is our aim? Our aim is to get what? H. Now the angle is 30 degree here. The angle is 30 degree here. Observe. And now your height is here. And which ratio links to this opposite on hypotenuse? The trigonometric ratio that connects opposite and hypotenuse is sine. Therefore, you can use in right angle triangle. Similarly, sine 30 degree only. Get a sine 30 degree. What is sine 30 degree? You can take sine 30 degree. That is sine 30 degree is equal to, in the same right angle triangle, sine 30. Similarly, you can take in the same right angle triangle. What is sine 30? Sine 30 is opposite upon hypotenuse, which is BC upon AC. You can take BC upon AC. What is sine 30 value? Sine 30 value is 1 by 2. You know already studied standard angles. What is BC length? BC length is 8 divided by, what is AC length? AC length is h minus x. H minus x, isn't it? This AC length is h minus x. Cross multiply. You will get h minus x. Take 2, cross multiply, you will get h minus x is equal to 2 8s are 16. Now you are asked to get h, take minus x to the right, you will get h is equal to 16 plus x. I hope you got it. Clear? It is meter, not centimeter. I have written meter only, no? Meter only. It's meter, not in centimeter. Now substitute the value of, call this equation x value as 1. Already call it as 1. Call this equation as 2. From 1 and 2, can you substitute? From 1 and 2, you can substitute the value of x and you can easily get h. From 1 and 2, you can get now. From 1 and 2, just write from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, you can substitute the value of x. You will get h is equal to 16 plus, what is x value? 8 root 3 upon 3. Take LCM and you can get the height easily. Height h is equal to, LCM is 3. 1 3s are, you get 16 3s are 48 plus 8 root 3. Check it. Can you take anything common here? If you can take anything common, you can try to get it. Yes. Okay, 48 plus 8 root 3 upon 3. You can further simplify it by taking common, anything common in it. You can take 4 common. At the most, you can take 4 common. You can get here 4, even 8 common. 8 common. 8 6 are 48. 8 can be taken common. You will get 8 by 3 into bracket. What do you get here? 8 6 are 48 plus root 3. It is a meter, is the height. Right? Even if you write any answers, you will get the height of the tree is 8 by 3. Substitute 8 root 3 upon 3 meter. Take LCM, you will get 1 into 3. 63 is 48, 8 root 3 upon 3. And even you can take 8 common from it. 8 5 are 40, 8 6 are 48. Then root 3, 8 by 3, 6 plus root 3. You can write. So that is the solution. Is there any doubts in it? Yes, I will explain. See here, last step. See, what is the thing is, you have taken in right angle triangle ABC, you have taken tan 30 opposite upon adjacent. You can see there. What is opposite is CB upon AB. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, CB value is X upon BA value is 8. Then you got X is equal to cross multiply, you will get X is equal to, right, 8 upon root 3. You got X is equal to, if you take this 8 to the left, it comes to the numerator, you will get 8 by root 3. Now rationalize the denominator. You are getting root 3 into root 3 is 3, 8 root 3 upon 3 is the value of X. Now our aim is to get H. H is present in the hypotenuse. And already we got X here. Now this time you have to use opposite upon hypotenuse. With the trigonometric ratio links opposite upon hypotenuse is sin 30 degree. Sin 30 degree is equal to opposite is BC, hypotenuse is AC. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. BC length is, what is the BC length? So BC length is, what is the BC length? It is, sorry, mistake. Sorry, BC length is X. There is a mistake. Just I will correct it. So BC opposite upon hypotenuse. BC. So BC length is X. There is a mistake from my side. I am sorry. I will correct it. See, BC length is X. Opposite upon hypotenuse. BC length is X. AC length is this is AC. AC length cross multiply. You will get H minus X. H minus X is equal to 2X. I am sorry. And take minus X to the right. You will get 2X plus X. I miswritten BC opposite upon hypotenuse. And 2X plus X becomes what? 3X. Right? Now substitute the value of X. Now you will get correct answer. I am sorry. H is equal to 3 into, what is the value of X you got here? 8 root 3 upon 3. 8 root 3 upon 3. This 3 cancels. The height of the tower will be, I am sorry, I was wrong. H is 8 root 3 meter. Now check. Ignore. Okay. Sanvi, check it. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. By mistake, I wrote it as 8. This is BC. Sorry, BC is X. Cross multiply h minus x is equal to 2x. Take minus x to the right, you will get 3x. Substitute the value of x, you will get 3 gets cancelled, and you are getting 8 root 3 meter. Is that clear to you, my dear students? Right? So every problem takes more than 5 to 10 minutes. That's all for today. Okay, next week, okay, tomorrow in Gadag between 2 to 3 for PUC1 students, I am available to clarify your doubts in my premises, and a free workshop will be there. Right, morning 10 to 12 for 10 students. For 1 hour, I will take speed maths technique for 8th, 9th, 10th students. 1 hour difficulty between 11 to 12. I have kept it clearly. And now I am in Gadag and available. You can come and meet me, those who are in local Gadag. Right, tomorrow morning 10 to 12, 10 students should come. If any PUC1, PUC2 students are there, ask to meet me between 2 to 4. And I will be clearing their doubts on the chapters mentioned in my poster. You can see I have sent the poster in your groups also. Okay. And now Saturday also classes will run here in Gadag. Okay. I hope everything is set up and it is clear. And henceforth regularly classes will run even on Saturday also. Right. Like this, Monday to Saturday we will have. Sunday will start, tests will take on Sunday from here only. Okay. Tests will keep on Sunday, so that 3 periods science, 3 period maths will not be disturbed. Sunday will keep the test, you will also be free. And next time I will take the test on Sundays, and immediately after the test we will have evaluation. You will send here the marks, right? And if you are in Gadag, you can personally come and meet me between 10 to 12. There is a workshop for 8th, 9th, 10th students. And between 2 to 4, there is workshop for PUC1, PUC2 students. They can clarify their doubts. I will talk with them. The big classroom is there. Even 100 students can be accommodated in my building now. I am in my own building here in Gadag. I think you enjoyed this particular thing. Okay, everything is set now. Hence, for Saturday also classes will run. That's all for today, my dear students. I am waiting for you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in Gadag. Bye-bye. See you.